Welcome to Conversations with Body and Mind with myself, Nirvana Lange. Body and Mind is your health and wellness online directory. And coming up in today's conversation, I'll be chatting with the lovely Monique SkyDreamer Beekmann. And she's going to tell us all about transition online for women. This is transitional workshops live and online. And we're going to get in about, the details about that. Good morning, Monique. How are you doing?
Hi, Nirvana. I'm great. It's a beautiful sunny day. I couldn't be anything else.
Absolutely, it is. Where are you? Are you in Durban, Cape Town?
No, I am currently in Johannesburg.
So yeah, also here in Cape Town, it's a beautiful, beautiful sunny day, but a little bit of wind as always in Cape Town. Monique, let's start off a little bit about who you are, your journey. How did it get started? What are those stepping stones that's kind of brought you into, deciding to do this work?
Okay, Nirvana. Well, my fascination really with the workings of the subconscious mind began with a very real search for solutions to my own inner torments and challenges. I think, like many therapists, in my 20s, it was very much a misguided search. And fortunately, around the age of 30, I did a meditation course that simply got me on track, actually. And suddenly I saw the light. From there onwards, along my route, I was still on and off, wobbling off the path and on the path of true healing. Gradually, a lifelong passion for inner transformation quickly began. I actually feel emotional when I speak about it because it's when I discovered the power that we have to actually change our daily reality simply by delving deep, facing the facts, and changing our old programming. I discovered a heady sense of power in a world where just so many believed that they were powerless and that things just happened to them. And hope became a very real thing for me. And small miracles began to take place on a regular basis. And so, with this began a wonderfully exciting and heady love affair with the deepest, darkest depths of the mind and its workings. And I dove thoroughly into everything I could while still remaining focused on just a few things like Reiki. I did holographic repatterning, emotional freedom technique, hypnotherapy with a focus on therapy, not hypnosis, life coaching. And with all of these, a way forward for myself and my clients became more and more clear as I put them together into my own way of working with people. And along my path, I also intentionally developed my intuition and discovered that I was a highly sensitive empath when I thought I was just over emotional. And so I gradually embraced this ability, which really, really helps when working with clients, because when you know that the person who is guiding you through your issues is with you, not only because she has been there, but because she can actually feel what you are feeling there and then, it makes it a real team project. And suddenly you're just not alone anymore. And I think that that is the biggest challenge, is feeling alone when facing those big inner demons. And so in that very personal way, I can offer this type of support in addition to the skills I've learned from several highly accomplished teachers. And that removes that awful sense of isolation. And then speaking of teachers, I want to just mention something there on a personal level. The most unofficial yet most potent of these teachers is my own daughter. And when she was small, I had more torment and still that I was dealing with. And my desperate love for her forced me to eventually become the mother and the person that she could in truth be proud of. And one of my most emotional moments for me in our life together was when she said at age 14, she said, "Mom, you are my most trusted friend."
Oh,
And that was huge for me. And that had been my goal, to be that for her, because there was a time I couldn't trust me and neither could she. And I suppose you could say she's been my biggest motivation to become who I am before I became more motivated to do it for myself. And because I've had to fight a long, hard battle to become who I am now, largely on my own in the beginning, through trial and error, I know how to guide you, my client, to the other side of pain so much faster and more effectively, to reprogram thinking so that the client becomes absolutely irresistible to a life that joyfully reflects a renewed way of being and living. So yeah, that's me. And my goal is to provide what my client needs to live the highest vision of her life. That's my goal.
So that's amazing. And, to me, it feels like it all blended together, because I really want to kind of find out what is transition online for women, transformational workshops, live and online, and, how that will be manifesting for you and for your clients. And if you can just give us a little bit more detail about that.
Yes, sure. Well, I work with small, intimate groups of 5 women over a period of 9 sessions to effectively address and, more importantly, release and transmute blockages that have been holding them back through my skills that I've learned and those that I've taught myself, and the way I've put it together. So my love of facilitating groups to a place of inner well-being actually began when I was teaching Reiki over 20 years ago in 1997. I trained Reiki masters in Johannesburg, KZN, the Cape, and Gauteng, as I said, and also in the Netherlands. So during a group session, as I am an empath/intuitive, the common denominator between all group members is revealed to me. It's one of my little superpowers. And then I have a very convenient, unique superpower, which enables me to access the very day, event, or often even the very moment of the cause of each person's individual issue as we're working in the group. And that is why I can't at this point see myself working with more than 5 women at once. I have tried, and it's just too much. I like to focus as much attention as possible on each and every one, and I find that moment for everyone, that moment that is absolutely essential for the release of that blockage that day, that is ready, to come up and release from the body.
Very important.
And being able to pinpoint this for someone simplifies the experience enormously, removes the stress from that person, and ensures she has the best results. Because this is what this is about. It's about the results. And by results, I mean a new way of seeing, an increasingly positive emotional state, a transition into a much happier and more fulfilled way of living her life, and consequently the manifestation of her highest dreams for herself within this material reality. So the benefits of a group is that each person's revelations support every other member in their own opening up. And women do that easily, even when they think they're not going to be able to. Each shift triggers a shift for everyone else, and each person's challenging moment presents an opportunity for everyone else to go even deeper. And the deeper we go, the greater the healing, in the way that I work at least. So it's really a very deep sharing, a beautiful way in which the participant can transition into a new way of being. And of course, it's more affordable than the private sessions. And besides, as I said, women work particularly well together in this way, in groups whose focal point is to transition into a happier way of being. Women thrive in these type of group situations. And the 2021 workshop starts in March. And of course, there will always be some women who find that the private online or one-on-one workshop suits them better. And that's also available.
Wonderful. And I've got a couple of questions for you,
Yes.
just off the cuff that I wanted to ask you. So, Ethno Psychologist, I saw that on your page on Body and Mind, and I just wanted to say welcome as our new member, and really looking forward to putting this amazing work and transformational work across all our platforms, and helping those facilitate their transformation. So Ethno Psychologist, what is that? And it's just a quick short answer. I'm curious to know.
Okay. It is a combination of skills that one learns in order to fully support the evolution of someone from being disempowered to being empowered. And it's called Ethno Psychologist by a pastor whom I studied with at Trans Life Training Center. I studied not all my things, the life coaching, ethno psychology, trans state, and some other things that I have not gone into for long, because my fascination, as I said, is with the mind.
Yes.
So that's what
Yes.
that means.
Okay, that's I've not heard of ethno psychologist before.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I like there's something about it that sounds ethnic, the ethnicity. I can't get that word out now, but you know what I mean.
Now that because the last couple of years have been really channeling the information for Transition Live at first, and then Transition Online, two very different workshops. And
can you explain the difference quickly?
The difference is that the Transition Live, which is now on hold for the moment, is 3 full days over a period of 5 days or 3 weeks, one day a week.
So that means it's the live means physical workshop where people physically can come together, but because they are now physically separating us, that's not able. Now I get it. Right.
Yes. And it's very interactive. It's totally different. The content is completely different to Transition Online, which is awesome, because then when it comes to a time when we can get together again, those that have done Transition Online and are in the area can come to Transition Live and have a unique experience.
Fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. And yeah. So, Monique, how can people get hold of you? If you can give us your contact details, website, social media, anything like that, how people can get in touch with you.
Okay, so social media, I'm not so hot on. That's your job, right? But I do have a personal page where people can go to and just see about my personal life, which is really, it's always nice to know that your facilitator is a human being, and a little bit about her and her background. So that's under Monique SkyDreamer Beekmann it's got the elephant behind me. The elephant, that profile picture is the elephant. And you were asking about my workshop, my WordPress site, Live Free Workshop 7, one word.
Thank you.
Live Free Workshop 7, one word, .wordpress.com, and everything is there about Transition Online and transition, all the transitional work. Really, and a whole bunch of testimonials that I'm being blessed to receive, and all of that. And as I say, the next one is starting now in March, the one for 2021 starting in March.
That sounds wonderful. And Monique, I'm just going to also let the people that's watching also know that you can go to the Body and Mind website at www.bodyandmind.coza. We also have the Body and Mind blog site, which is bodyandmindblog.coza, and you can interact with us that way. You can go and search for Monique SkyDreamer Beekmann and interact with her on there. We also have the Body and Mind Health Directory app in your Play Store. You can find that in Apple as well as Android, and again you can interact, search, and find all the information, links to Monique's website, and everything is available on our Body and Mind sites. Please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please do press that little bell so that you can get notifications of our next conversation. And also please share with people that you think can gain benefit out of these amazing people and conversations, and maybe that would help them in their journey. Thank you so much for a lovely chat and lovely energy.
Thank you, really appreciate it. Thank you. And could I give my WhatsApp number as well?
Absolutely.
It's 060-8222-513. And people can literally WhatsApp me anytime, because when I'm sleeping or busy, my phone is either on silent or off. So it really doesn't matter.
Fantastic. And all of those links to your page will be put onto our YouTube channel. So all they have to do is just press the link and all your information will come up if they were not able to kind of note that down. So it's easy for them to press through to the link. Thank you so much for spending this time with me this morning. I really appreciate it, Monique.
Super. Thanks so much.
Okay. Bye.